emotion replacement therapy for fear and phobic anxiety. You mentioned a little bit earlier about fears and phobias. Okay, so we're going to begin now. What I want you to do is I want you to place everything on the ground, take everything out of your hands, because I want you all to just kind of experience one of these physical inductions today as a group. So take everything out of your hands. If you're chewing gum, take that out of your mouth. If you're wearing dentures, leave those in. Okay. You know, after about 20 years, I still get a laugh at that. Again, okay. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to feel this experience. This is going to be a very rapid physical induction based on focus, concentration, and relaxation. The more you're able to concentrate on the words I say to you, the more deeper receptive you're going to go into hypnosis. I'm going to make an agreement with every one of you right now that I'm here to have you have this physical experience. I want you to do everything I ask you to do instantly without thinking so that you'll enjoy this experience going into very deep hypnosis. I want you to nod your head yes to allow me to hypnotize you. Again, once you start developing this agreement, this contract with the client, the success of producing deep hypnosis is going to be extraordinary. Okay, eyes open, wide awake. Okay, look up here at me. Okay, so now we're going to begin. First is we're going to increase your concentration, turn it into a physical movement, and then convert the physical movement into instant hypnosis relaxation. Okay, so look down at your hands, relax your hands on your lap. Look down at your hands, don't look at me. This is your chance to kind of feel an experience of a physical induction, and we're going to show a few inductions here on the stage here. I want you, as you're looking at your hands, focus your attention on your breathing. You'll notice that breathing change. You'll take a deeper breath in, and when you take that deeper breath in, nod your head yes. See, again, I'm saying you'll take that deeper breath in. I'm not saying when your breathing changes. Okay, now I want you to take one deep breath in, breathe in real deep. Hold this breath for about 5 seconds. When you exhale, I want you to close your eyes and simply do everything I ask you to do instantly without thinking so we can deeply relax you, receptive into hypnosis today. Good. Now, with your eyes closed, you're able to focus. You're able to concentrate. You're able to imagine, visualize, even pretend very easily now. So just keep your eyes closed until I ask you to open your eyes. Now, with your eyes closed, on the count of 3, hold your hands straight out in front of you. When I reach 3, hands straight out in front of you. Remember, you want to direct the clients. Place your hands on your lap. When I reach 3, hold your hands straight out in front of you with your eyes closed. 1, 2, 3. Hands straight out in front of you with your eyes closed. Good, you're doing perfect. Hands straight out in front of you, fingers pointing straight ahead, as though they're just pointing straight ahead now. Good. Now, with your eyes closed, I want you to simply leave your hands straight out in front of you, but turn the palms of your hands upwards towards the sky. Fingers straight out in front of you, palms of your hands upwards towards the sky. Good. Now, as I count from 3 down to 0, when I reach 0, I want you to instantly, without thinking, let that left hand drop onto your lap. When I reach 0. So when I count from 3 down to 0, and I reach 0, with your eyes closed, let that left hand drop right onto your lap instantly, without thinking. 3, 2, 1, 0. Left hand onto your lap. Good. With your eyes closed now, I want you to concentrate, imagine, visualize, even pretend. On the count of 3, imagine that right hand becoming so light, as though it's attached to a bouquet of helium balloons. On the count of 3, I want you to let that right hand go all the way up into the air instantly, fingers pointing up towards the sky. Only when I reach 3, let that hand go all the way up into the air. Now 1, imagine it and let it happen. 2, 3, right hand all the way up into the air now. All the way up into the air. I want you to leave that hand where it is in the air, reaching a peak of concentration, allowing me to hypnotize you. Leave that hand in the air, but drop your heads down. Head's dropping down, hands still in the air. Let your neck muscles relax. Head's getting heavier, dropping down. Hands still in the air now. And just relax the muscles in your neck now. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come up to a few of you with your eyes closed, your hand in the air. I'm going to touch you on your shoulder and say the word sleep. When I touch you on your shoulder and say the word sleep, I want you to instantly let your hand drop onto your lap. Your head will drop down, your body will relax, you'll enter into a very deep state of hypnosis relaxation instantly. When I touch you on your shoulder and say the word sleep, I want you to let that hand drop right onto your lap instantly. And you'll become deeply hypnotized. Hand dropping down, sleep, going down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Deeper and deeper, relaxed. Hand dropping down, sleep, head dropping down, going down deep to sleep. Let every muscle, nerve, fiber, and tissue in your body relax. Hand dropping down, sleep, head dropping down. Just relax the muscles in your neck now. Person I'm touching, hand dropping down now. Sleep, way down. Deeply hypnotized. Good. Wonderful concentration. Just when I touch you on your shoulder, let your hand drop onto your lap. Hand dropping down. Sleep, way down. Deeply hypnotized. Head dropping down. Sleep. Let your neck muscles relax now. Drop your head down. Just relax the muscles in your neck. Good. Hand dropping down. Sleep. Head dropping down. Deeply hypnotized. Sound of my voice touching my hand will not disturb or distract you. Hand dropping down. Sleep, way down. Completely and totally relaxed. Hand dropping down. Sleep. Good. Now when I count from 3 down to 0, I want you to instantly, when I reach 0, say the word sleep. I want every one of you in the audience just to drop your hands right onto your lap instantly. When I count from 3 down to 0, say the word sleep. Let your hand drop right onto your lap instantly. 3, 2, 1, 0. Sleep! Hands dropping down. Now relax the muscles in your neck. Let your heads gently drop down. Now good. Now this is a simple physical induction technique we're going to show you today. But before you open your eyes and awaken, I'm going to give you a suggestion of being confident in everything that you do. Enjoying learning techniques. Orchestrating these techniques into your life, into your skills, into your knowledge, into your personality, into who you are. Now with your eyes closed, you're deeply receptive now to hypnosis. On the count of 5, you'll open your eyes. When I reach 5, you'll awaken back to full awareness. When I reach 5. And your focus and concentration on learning these techniques is going to be perfect today. And now 1, when I reach 5, open your eyes. And simply awaken. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wake up! Wake up! Now this is interesting. I just showed you an experience. That experience is creating a physiological change from hypnosis to the waking state. Not waking the client up and having them feel very calm and relaxed and they're still in that receptive state when they leave your office, but waking them back to full conscious awareness. I want to show you the tech. Can you come on up for a second? Just have a seat here. Do you want to come on up? Just have a seat right over here. So I'm going to show you this technique now, and I'm going to show you how it's done very quickly. Okay. Thanks so much for volunteering. Thanks so much. I like that word. Thanks for volunteering. Okay. What I want to do is I want to show the committee this physical induction as our first induction technique. Now I want to hypnotize you very deeply, receptively today. I want you to have the physical feeling, to let yourselves relax, become very deeply hypnotized by doing everything I ask you to do instantly without thinking. Do I have your permission? Okay. So again, now I've made the contract. I've made the agreement with the client. If I tell you to take a deep breath in, don't analyze it. All I mean is take a deep breath in. That's all I'm talking about. Okay? Okay, good. So place your hands on your lap, one hand on each leg. I want you to look down at your hands. I want you to give yourself permission to relax the muscles in your hands now. Just let your hands become very heavy and relaxed. I'm going to show you an induction technique right now. So I want you to take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath in. Hold it for about 5 seconds. When you exhale, let your eyelids become very relaxed. Let your eyelids start to close. Closing, closing, eyelids closed. Good. Now with your eyes closed, you're able to imagine, you're able to visualize, and you're able to even pretend. And we're going to take this imagination, convert it into hypnosis relaxation. So again, with your eyes closed, I want you to do everything I ask you to do instantly without thinking. Nod your head yes. Good. There's another important suggestion of words that I say. Imagine it and let it happen. Most clients come in and they're resisting letting it happen. So with your eyes closed now, we're going to show you a different technique. With your eyes closed, on the count of 3, I want you to lift your left hand up in front of your face, the palm of your hand facing your face, about a foot away from your face on the count of 3. Remember, I am directing the therapy. I am the expert. You don't want the client to be controlling the session or you'll never get the results. Okay, so with your eyes closed, on the count of 3, I want you to lift that left hand up in front of your face. When I reach 3, the palm of your hand facing your face, just about a foot away from your face on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Now lift that left hand up in front of your face. Palm of your hand facing your face. In a moment, I'm going to have you imagine that hand pulling it towards your face. When the hand touches your face, it's going to rest and relax on your face. And when I touch you on your shoulder or say the word sleep, you're going to instantly enter into this wonderful state of physical mental relaxation, very deeply hypnotized. Now I'm guiding the client. Okay, so with your eyes closed, now on the count of 3, imagine a powerful magnet in the palm of that left hand. On the count of 3, imagine there's a powerful magnet on your face and forehead. On the count of 3, imagine these magnets are facing in the right direction to draw them together, to attract them together. On the count of 3, let that left hand start to pull in towards your face until it touches your face and rests and relaxes on your face. 1, and when I reach 3, the hand will pull in towards your face. Imagine it and let it happen. 2, 3, slowly let that left hand pull in towards your face now. Closer and closer, closer and closer. Feel the hand pulling in closer and closer now as though there's 5 powerful magnets in the palm of that left hand. Feel your head getting heavier, head dropping down towards the fingers, fingers pulling in towards the face. When the hand touches your face, the hand will rest and relax on your face, reaching a peak of concentration. Now let the hand just touch and rest and relax on your face. Leave the hand right where it is. Now I'm going to induce hypnosis from this level. First, I'm increasing their concentration. So as the hand is touching your face, resting on your face, relaxed on your face, just as though you're imagining it stuck on your face. As I count from 3 down to 0, leave the hand where it is, but slowly drop your head down, relaxing the muscles in your neck until your head just drops all the way down. Relax with your hands still resting, relaxing and touching onto your face. And now, 3, slowly let your head drop down, hands still resting, relaxing on your face, neck muscles relaxing, head getting heavier and heavier and heavier. 2, 1, just let your head completely drop down, relax with your hands still touching and resting on your face. There, we've made the breakthrough right there. I've noticed the physical resistance is gone. The emotional resistance, the mental resistance is gone. Now in a moment, I'm going to simply touch you on your shoulder. I'm going to say the word sleep. When I touch you on your shoulder and say the word sleep, if you're in a recliner, your head will rest back in the recliner, your eyelids will remain closed, your lower jaw muscles will relax, your mouth will drop open, you'll become deeply receptive and deeply hypnotized. Again, I'm guiding the client. Since you're sitting in a chair, as soon as I touch your shoulder, you'll let your hand drop onto your lap, your body will pull forward, relaxed. You will not fall off your chair, but you're going to become 100% deeply hypnotized, deeply relaxed into a wonderful deep state of hypnosis. When I touch your shoulder and say the word sleep, your hand drops down, your body relaxes, and you're now going down very deeply into deep hypnosis state and go. Hand dropping down, sleep, way down, going down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0, deeper sleep, good. Each and every exhale sends you down deeper and deeper asleep. The sound of my voice, the touch of my hand will not disturb or distract you. It feels calming, peaceful, soothing, relaxing now. Stay right there, you will not fall. In a moment, I'm going to touch you on your shoulder, say the word sleep. This time, I'm going to just pull on the hand that's resting on your lap. When I touch your shoulder, your hand will drop down, your body will pull forward, relax, you won't fall off your chair, but you're going to enter very deeply, very receptively into deep hypnosis today. So when I touch your shoulder and pull on your hand, your body pulls forward, relaxes, deep asleep. Hand dropping down, sleep, way down, deeply hypnotized. Good. Now the sound of my voice, the touch of my hand will not disturb or distract you. Let every muscle, nerve, fiber, tissue in your body relax, deeper and deeper asleep now. Let your lower jaw muscles relax, almost an uncontrollable desire to want to open your mouth, relaxing the muscles in your jaw. Uncontrollable desire, wonderful words. And now as you're deeply hypnotized, completely and totally relaxed and receptive, I'm going to give you a suggestion that every time you come into the office to see me and I say the word sleep, that you'll instantly, without thinking, become very deeply hypnotized now. Good. So now I've anchored the suggestion. The very next time they come into my office, they're already going into theta. They're already going into hypnosis as soon as they come into the office, before they sit down. Now with your eyes closed, let every muscle, nerve, fiber, and tissue in your body relax from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes now. I do the relaxation after I increase the focus, concentration depth of hypnosis. Then I do a relaxation technique. Good. Now I'm going to show you another deepening technique. This is one that I used in Asia quite a bit to produce more deeper states of theta and delta. And that is, in a moment, I'm going to come up to you. I'm going to simply touch you on your shoulder. When I touch you on your shoulder, I'm going to ask you to look into my eyes. When I look into your eyes and I say the word sleep, your eyes will close, your head will drop down, your body will become relaxed, and you become deeply hypnotized. Some people say, well, Tom, you talk so fast. I'm dealing with a computer. This is a very powerful computer. I'm not dealing with the analytical conscious part of the mind right now. I'm putting that to sleep. The deeper I get them, the more receptive they're going to be into hypnosis. So again, when I touch you on your shoulder, you'll look into my eyes, I'll say the word sleep. When they look into my eyes, I'm not just sitting there just staring at them with a blank expression. I am projecting the state of hypnosis. I'm using my energy, my concentration, my conviction to get them into hypnosis. So when I touch you on your shoulder, you'll simply look into my eyes, I'll say the word sleep, your eyes closed, head will drop down, body will relax. Now as soon as they open their eyes is when I'm going to trigger the suggestion to go into hypnosis. So when I touch you on your shoulder, just sit up in your chair and look into my eyes. First I'm touching, sit up in your chair, look into my eyes, concentrate, sleep way down, going down even deeper sleep. Every muscle, nerve, fiber, and tissue in your body relax. Wonderful, profound relaxation, deeper level of hypnosis now. Good. First I'm touching, at the count of 3, you'll open your eyes, and you'll look into my eyes, I'll say the word sleep, eyes will close, head will drop down, body will relax, and you'll become very deeply receptive to going into wonderful deep hypnosis today. Because I'm here to help you overcome this obstacle, and you're here to learn today. First I'm touching, open your eyes, look into my eyes, sleep way down. Wonderful. And as soon as she opened her eyes, I noticed already the eyelids almost not wanting to open. So deep in the hypnosis. Good. You're doing perfect. If I lift your hand up and I drop your hand down, you'll enter 10 times deeper asleep. Watch how I anchor that. Don't help me lift it, but when I drop your hand down, you'll enter 10 times deeper asleep. Don't help me lift it. Don't help me lift it. Sleep. Deeper asleep. Deepening technique instantly. Good. Now on the count of 5, you'll open your eyes, you'll awaken. Now you've felt the experience. You have a new confidence and belief in yourself. And you're going to enjoy practicing these techniques to become very skilled, very confident, very proficient as a wonderful hypnotherapist. On the count of 5, when you open your eyes and awaken, you'll have that smile, which represents a new confidence that no other human being can ever take away from you. On the count of 5, open your eyes back to full awareness. 1, 2, with your eyes closed, let the smile start to grow on your face. 3, 4, 5, wake up! Wake up. Let's talk about that. Very interesting here. How'd that feel? Really good. How long did it really take when you think about it? Did I spend about 4 or 5 minutes maybe? Did you feel your entire body relax?
Yes.
Yeah. How about yourself? How did that feel? Yeah. Very peaceful, right? Very enjoyable.
Yes.
Again, did I make it a mystery, or did I kind of give you the outline, the instructions of what was going to happen? Take away fear, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And again, so now I've created a rapport, I've created a communication to the subconscious. The subconscious actually tunes into the frequencies of your voice, believe it or not. So it's even beyond the words you say, but it's the frequency of your voice. I want you to take my hand. I want you to look into my eyes. I want to ask you to close your eyes. You'll become very deeply receptive and going down deeper asleep. Now you're going to guess again to allow me to touch you. Look into my eyes. Let your eyes become very heavy, droopy, drowsy, sleeping, closing, 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 closing. Sleep, head dropping down, deep asleep. Good. As soon as I notice the resistance, simple words repeated are more powerful than stories and taking them all kinds of paths. The subconscious is a simple computer, accepts simple, literal suggestion, the most effective. In Braid, Nancy School, simple, literal suggestion. On the count of 5, you'll open your eyes and awaken. And look at this wonderful state of hypnosis. I can remove fear, I can remove habits, I can do regression, and create wonderful changes in people's lives. On the count of 5, when you open your eyes and awaken, you'll have that smile and feel really good. In fact, you can't even hold it back. It's growing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wake up! Okay. So now let me ask you a question. Because we're trying to investigate. That's how we learn. You know, we're scientists. We're mind scientists. Okay. When I shook your hand and I gave you the suggestions of relaxing your eyes, did you feel them just start to flutter and get very heavy?
Yes.
Right. And you had complete trust in me to hypnotize you, didn't you? Okay. Good. And I want you to take my hand. Look into my eyes, head dropping down, sleep way down. Time is going down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. First time touching, you're going to make some healthy changes in your life starting today. One of your commitments is to have your body become healthy, to have your lungs become healthy and free. And I want you, with your eyes closed, right now, to bring up any emotions that you had in the past towards cigarettes now, because we want to help you to take control of your life and to eliminate putting poison into your mind or into your body or into your lungs. And I want you to bring up the emotion. You're not going to feel it, but let the left hand lift all the way up into the air. Now all the way up into the air. Good. As the hand is in the air, we're going to separate that link, that thought, the feeling, the emotion, the habit towards cigarettes. And when I say the word sleep, the hand will drop right onto your lap or right down directly. And you're going to let it go. And you're going to rise above that smoking poison, making a new healthy commitment in your life. Hand dropping down, sleep. Deep asleep. Good. On the count of 5, you'll open your eyes and awaken. Simply awakening out of the state of hypnosis. 1, and you'll have a smile, which means now you're making healthy, wise choices. 2, 3, 4, 5, wake up! A big applause for our volunteers. Okay, so again, once you get that depth of hypnosis, you can really create real long-term successes and real long-term changes. Again, my goal is to shut off that conscious mind. Let's bypass it. Let's get it out of the way and produce a deep level of hypnosis. And then create suggestion, but interactive. Get the client involved. Now I want to do another induction technique. Can I have a volunteer that will allow me to hypnotize? Ma'am, come on up. Okay. Do you want to give it a try too? Okay, here, come on up. I'll show you this other induction technique. Now this is an interesting one I want to show you. When I was working for the Taiwan Department of Defense, you can see it right here, I would have military prisoners kind of being forced to come in to see me. Well, they were forced to come in to see me, actually. But I was also there to help them with some of the physical abuse and some of the emotional trauma they were going through being in prison, military officers. So this one guy came in. First thing he says to me is, you know, he was educated in America, so he spoke English, so I didn't have to use my interpreter, Dr. Wong. But He says to me, I've seen hypnosis on TV. It's all a joke. It's an act. I've seen people dancing and singing. He goes, it's fake. You got 15 minutes to try to put me under. 15 minutes of a complete resistant person, not willing to allow me to hypnotize him. I did this one technique on him, a misdirection, kind of a shock induction technique. We woke him up 7 hours later, got all the great information, actually set him free, proved his innocence, but he wasn't even going to allow me to hypnotize him. But I broke through the conscious resistance through some of these methods. Some of your clients, remember, every one of them coming in has a fear, and that fear is that fear of even going into hypnosis. So you're going to have to either diffuse that fear consciously or use a physical induction to break through the conscious mental barrier of resistance. Does that make sense to you? Okay. And again, these are just opinions, they're suggestions. You might want to use them in your practice. You might just let them go and never think about them again, but they're just some ideas for you to kind of contemplate. Okay. So, what is your name?
Elle.
Elle? Nice name, beautiful name. What's your name? Yurate. Yeah, you even said that with that kind of... Don't ask me to repeat that, though. Okay. Now, you're going through the program, correct? Okay. I want to show the committee a physical induction. I want you to allow yourself to go into very deep hypnosis today by doing everything I ask you to do instantly without thinking. So I want you to nod your head yes to allow me to hypnotize you. Okay. Now, I was going to show this induction at a course I taught a few weeks ago on fears and phobias, but now I'm going to show it. Okay? Because it's a very powerful induction. So we're going to start first with you. I want you to face me. Just turn your chair in towards me. You know, Mesmer used to get very close to the clients. A lot of therapists used to create a relationship and a trust with their clients. And I'm a big believer in physically working with them. In fact, we're a team. I'm not hypnotizing you. We're actually working together as a team. And the more we work together, the more deeper receptive you're going to go into hypnosis. Does that make sense to you? Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you how I'm going to hypnotize you today. In a moment, I'm going to have you hold your hands out like this. I'm going to place my hand, the fist of my hand, in the middle of your hands. It's just an object of concentration, that's all it is. And I want you kind of to use your imagination. Imagine that hand is like a magnet pulling your hands together. When your eyes close, you'll notice an uncontrollable desire for your hands to start to pull together, closer and closer together. When I simply pull on your hands and say the word sleep, then you'll have permission, and give me permission to put you into very deep hypnosis today. Is that okay with you? Okay. So again, you know, this is a whole different kind of theory and therapy with the client, because we're working together. I'm not directing you, I am kind of working there with you, and that's the team. This is the partnership. That's why they're coming in. Now, I want to hypnotize you very deeply and receptively. It's a wonderful feeling, great experience. You'll feel very physically relaxed. You'll awaken feeling fully refreshed. Okay? Okay, good. So we're going to begin. All right. Place your hands on your lap. I first like to just do a little techniques of concentration. Again, I'm in control of the therapy. Don't let your client respond quicker than you're telling them to respond. If they do, that means they're controlling it. They're going to resist you. That's a sign right there. Okay, look down at your hands. Good. Now I just want to first increase your concentration. So just simply take a deep breath in. And when you exhale, just let your eyelids close. Let your eyelids become very relaxed. Just concentrate on this relaxation in your eyelids. Just so relaxed, kind of like two curtains closed gently over two windows. Let your hands become relaxed, warm, and loose, and limp and relaxed. And with your eyes closed, as you focus your attention on your breathing now, you'll notice yourself take a deeper breath in. When your breathing draws deeper, it means you're ready at that point to allow me to instantly hypnotize you. So then, when your breathing draws deeper, nod your head yes. Good. Now open your eyes. Excellent. Good. Tie in the breathing now into the commitment to hypnotize you. Okay. What I'd like you to do now is simply hold your hands straight up just like this. Okay, perfect. Now, I want you to just look at my fist here. We're going to just use this as an object of concentration. That's all this is an object of concentration. So concentrate on the hand. Concentrate on my hand. Now when I ask you to close your eyes, I want you to imagine that hand is like a powerful magnet drawing both of your hands together. Take a deep breath in, breathe in real deep, hold this breath in. Exhale, let your eyelids become very relaxed, and as your eyelids close now, notice your hands starting to pull in closer together, closer together. Feel this feeling as though both of your hands are tugging and pulling closer and closer together, as though there's a powerful magnet in the palm right in the middle of your hands, and your hands are tugging closer and closer together, closer and closer together, closer and closer together. When I pull on your hands, your head will drop down, your body will relax, you'll become very deeply hypnotized. Wonderful, deep, hypnotic relaxation. Hands pulling closer, 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 closer. Head dropping down, sleep, going down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Deep asleep, good. And now as the sound of my voice, the touch of my hand does not disturb or distract you, it helps to relax you now. Take the relaxation from the top of your head instantly down to the tips of your toes, as though every muscle, nerve, fiber, and tissue in your body is relaxed, feeling safe, secure, calm, and peaceful. If I was to lift your hand up, don't help me lift it, because when your hand drops right down by your side, you'll enter 20 times, maybe even 30 times more deeply relaxed. Just as though every muscle, nerve, fiber, and tissue in your body is relaxing. I'm feeling the head dropping down. I'm feeling a little heaviness now, because now she's going even deeper. So when I lift your hand up, don't help me lift it. Let her get so relaxed it drops right down, completely, totally relaxed. Deep asleep. Good. Now we've anchored a suggestion. She's tuned into the frequency of my voice. I've given her the visualization. I've affirmed what I was doing, and I've projected in my mind what I was going to create, which is a very deep state of hypnosis. Now with your eyes closed, I want you to bring up a feeling of feeling very confident in your life, and I want you to let your right hand now lift into the air. Let that right hand lift all the way up into the air. You can't hold it back, because now you're going to be more confident in everything that you do. If I try to push down your hand goes higher, more confident, more confident, more confident, more confident in everything that you do, and every word that you say, and every thought that you think. And when I simply pull on the hand and say the word sleep, the confidence now moves really powerfully strong into your powerful biocomputer, your subconscious mind. Hand dropping down, sleep, way down, deeply hypnotized. Good. Now with your eyes closed, I want you to sit up in your chair with your eyes closed. Now with your eyes closed, sit up in your chair now, and now simply relax the muscles in your jaw. Think of your lower jaw getting heavier, and gently let your mouth drop open. Can't hold back the relaxation. Physical relaxation, the lower jaw, tense part of the body, just like the lower back of the neck now. Lower jaw getting heavier, more relaxed, deeply hypnotized. Good. Now you're going to find that each and every day that you're more confident, more empowered to be successful. You're going to turn these thoughts into knowledge, the knowledge into action, the action into ability, and the ability into your confidence and success. Again, the more you do it, the knowledge comes out, the wisdom comes out very naturally. With your eyes closed now, you're going to notice an uncontrollable desire to want to smile. In fact, try to hold back the smile. Notice the smile starts to grow. As you try to hold it back, it becomes stronger. Because you can't hold back your success. You can't hold back your confidence. You can't hold back this new belief in yourself that no other human being, including the person of the past, can take away. And when I count to 5, you'll open your eyes fully refreshed and completely alert. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wake up! Just sit down. What did that feel like?
A lot, like very intense, like just a lot of stuff all at one time. But really, thank you. Just, God. A lot.
But good.
But good. Like everything intensified that we've already done, kind of like aware, but just strong, deep, intense.
And you felt that I was there with you all the time, right? But isn't that nice? You see, and that's profound states of hypnosis. The more we shut the conscious, the more the unconscious becomes conscious, the more the conscious becomes unconscious, the more success you're going to create. And there are philosophies and methods of light hypnosis, and maybe we can call it NLP or anything else that we like, but I personally believe the mind is a computer, and in our subconscious we have these mental viruses just like a computer, and it's up to us as hypnotherapists to help our client reprogram that biocomputer. So you feel really good, real relaxed. Eyes closed, head dropping, sleep, going down 5, 4, 2, 1, 0, hypnotized. Sounds, noises around will not disturb or distract you, but helps to relax you. On the count of 5, again, that smile now is even stronger, greater. You're feeling your freedom of really being now refreshed with a new inner confidence, with your mind sharp and clear. Creates a new vitality, enjoyment, and desire to be successful. That smile is starting to grow on the count of 5. You'll wake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wake. She's being supercharged, actually. Is that nice? Excellent. Well, thank you so much for coming out. Thank you. Yes?
Does she hear all of the words she used?
Oh, absolutely. absolutely, but it's the subconscious hearing it. Huh?
Does she walk away and remember that?
Well, you can ask her, do you remember everything I said under
Every
hypnotism?
single thing, yeah.
Yeah. And again, I'm not trying to block the memory. I'm not trying to hold back the memory by creating amnesia, because under deep hypnosis, under the states of delta of about 4, anywhere from about 3 to 6 hertz, your mind actually, a certain percentage of the population will awaken not remembering. But when I'm doing hypnotherapy, and I'm doing interactive hypnotherapy, and I'm tying in these suggestions into physical movements of empowerment, I want my client to go and remember those suggestions, because they're going to stimulate that desire to create the success in their life. And every time you smile, it's going to increase that confidence in yourself. And does it feel good to smile?
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, we're showing you some very deep hypnosis. Okay. All right. So I'm going to show this technique again to the group, okay? Okay, so I want you to face me. Now, do you speak English very well? Okay, good. The reason I ask that, see, I've done a lot of translingual hypnosis. If a person has to analyze what I'm saying into their primary language, como estás, I'm thinking, how are you? They're going to stay too cognitive, too conscious, too analytical. So there, at that point, you can bring in an interpreter. And I'm going to teach a course of interlingual hypnotic trance induction, meaning you can hypnotize people through family members that speak both languages very easily. You can take hypnosis to every country in the world without a language barrier. In fact, translingual hypnosis is actually produces much deeper states than hetero, or single language hypnosis. But most people don't know that because most people have never experienced it. Okay, so again, what is your name? Urate, okay. Okay, so I want to hypnotize you. I want you to feel this experience of magnified concentration. And I'm going to turn the magnified concentration into wonderful deep hypnotic relaxation. So do I have permission to hypnotize you? It's a wonderful feeling experience. The more times you become hypnotized, the more your mind is going to be tuned up. Your desire for success is going to be elevated. Your freedom from fear is going to be gone. Now, isn't that something? Nice? So what am I doing? I'm building up the conscious desire. I'm creating a rapport relationship. And I'm not just using just hypnotism and that's it. Because when that client leaves, I want them to remember what I'm saying. I want to reinforce that conscious part of the computer. If you just deal with the subconscious and that client walks out giving themselves the same negative suggestions, you're going to lose on most people. They've got to change the way they think. And as they become the operator of the mind, the witness to their thoughts, their mind doesn't play tricks on them. Most of us have our minds playing tricks on us. Get mad, get sad, beat yourself up, punish yourself, quit this and go on to something else, a quick bath, start exercising tomorrow, look at that weight exercise machine, it's collecting dust, and one of these days I'm going to touch it, but I feel good just to have it. Just like we got all these hypnosis books and these hypnosis programs and videos, and one day I'm going to watch them. Let that one day be today, and let every one day be today. Okay. A little hypno preaching, sorry. Okay, so now I want to hypnotize you, increase your concentration, turn it into wonderful physical relaxation, and I want you to do everything I ask you to do instantly without thinking. Do I have your permission? Okay, good. Place your hands on your lap. And again, this induction technique basically just involves the concentration method. In fact, why don't you have a seat here in the recliner? I'll show you this method in the recliner, actually. So have a seat in the recliner. Good. Okay, excellent. Alrighty, so in a moment I'm going to have you hold your hands up in front of you. I'm going to place my fist in front of your hands. I just want you to imagine my hand or my fist is just an object of concentration. The more you're able to concentrate, the more deeper into hypnosis you're now going to be able to go deeply, instantly, and quickly. Nod your head, yes. Good. Again, I'm creating that contract, and I reinforce it not just one time. Just like simple words, reinforced becomes compounded, stronger, more powerful. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this chair right over here so I can see. Okay, first we want to increase your concentration. Just rest your head back in the recliner. Good. I just want you to close your eyes for a moment. Now with your eyes closed, if I was to ask you to imagine or to visualize or even pretend something, kind of like tapping into your inner child creative imagination, I want you to be able to instantly do that. And I want you to nod your head yes. Good. Open your eyes. Good. You're doing perfect. Hold your hands straight out just like this. We're going to use your hands as an object of concentration. As your hands move, your focused concentration of going into hypnosis is going to become very profound, very strong, very powerful. And when I simply pull on your hands and say the word sleep, you'll physically, completely, totally relax. And you'll mentally go into this wonderful state of mental relaxation that we call hypnosis. It's really only magnified concentration. So now we're going to increase your concentration. If magnified concentration is what hypnosis is, these inductions magnify your concentration. Okay, I want you to look right here at this hand. Don't look at me, don't look at the committee and the audience. But just concentrate on my hand. Now I want you to take another deep breath. Breathe in real deep. Hold it, and when you exhale, let your eyelids become very heavy, droopy, drowsy, sleeping, closing, closing, closing. Let your eyelids gently close now, and let your eyelids become very relaxed now. Notice the hands starting to pull in towards each other, both of your hands slowly starting to pull in towards each other. As though there's a powerful magnet in the middle of both of your hands. Feel the left hand and right hand pulling closer and closer together, tugging, pulling closer and closer together. In fact, the more you try to hold them apart, the more they go closer together instantly without thinking. And when I pull on the hand and say the word sleep, your head will rest back in the recliner. You'll become deeply hypnotized, hands pulling closer and closer together. When I pull on your hand, your head will drop back right in the recliner, relaxing, deeply hypnotized. Hand dropping down, sleep, going down 5, 4, let your lower jaw muscles relax now. The sound of my voice touching my hand doesn't disturb you. And relax the muscles in your jaw now. Think to yourself, I give myself permission to gently let my lower jaw muscles relax now. And you'll notice your mouth starting to drop open gently now. Just relaxing just a little bit more. Lower jaw getting relaxed. Deep, relaxed. Now you're going into deep state of hypnosis relaxation. We're going to remove resistance. So when I lift your hand up, don't help me lift it. Let it relax, so when it drops onto your lap, you'll enter 10 times deeper sleep, and your lower jaw will drop down even more relaxed. Don't help me lift it. Let it relax. I'm feeling the heaviness. Let it relax. Sleep. Lower jaw getting heavier now. Relaxing the muscles in your jaw now. Gently let your mouth drop open just a little bit now. In fact, when I just touch your lower jaw relaxes. Now, just drops open. Sometimes you have to help your client too. Now just feel this wonderful feeling of peacefulness. And feel this wonderful feeling of now new confidence in yourself. And now deeper sleep. All fears and self-doubts are gone, and new confidence, belief in yourself that empowers you to be very good at what you do. In fact, breathe in a feeling of feeling very good, very confident, and very now in tune with being a hypnotherapist. And let your right hand lift into the air right now with your eyes closed. Let that right hand go up into the air. You can't hold it back. If I push it down, it goes higher, 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 higher. There's a new confidence and trust in yourself. No other human being can take away, even the person of the past. You're no longer the person of the past. Every day, with every person that you hypnotize, your new belief in yourself creates a new confidence. That's strong, powerful, like a seed planted that's going to flourish into a beautiful tree. When I say the word sleep, the hand will drop right onto your lap instantly, and the confidence will move into a smile on your face. Hand dropping down, sleep, and let the smile go on your face now. You can't hold it back. Count of 5, open your eyes, and awake and fully refreshed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wake up. Does it feel nice? Excellent. Big applause. If I feel a little resistance, it doesn't hold me back. I just go in for more greatness. So I do the opposite of what someone would do. I don't run away. I now embrace it even more because I'm going to break through that resistance. You've come in here to make a change, and doggone it, I'm going to help you make that change. Even if you don't want to, I'm going to help you make it. When you have that conviction, your success rate and your clientele will be based on referrals, not on putting ads in the paper, but on success stories. And Jim can tell you that. He's nodding his head, yes, he has those success stories occurring now. Okay, so I know we're running out of time. This is only an hour. I mean, we could be doing this for days. I want to really spend time, if I could, to have everyone practice because it's great seeing it. But I like it when I break you down into groups and have you practice and I'm going and guiding you. Again, I'm not a textbook teacher. I'm a life experience teacher. And I think that's a little bit more important because I've lived things and done things that I had thought was impossible until I was able to accomplish it. Nothing is impossible. Anything you set your imagination to creating, you can create into reality. Any questions before we adjourn? Yes, sir.
2 questions.
Yes.
One, are the people that you hypnotize, are they still suggestible or should you tell them if they weren't?
Well, no, they're out of hypnosis. I woke them out of hypnosis,
So would you
actually.
use this on the first session? Or would you still use it on
Every first session, I will do a physical induction technique. And I have a lot of them. A revolving hands induction technique, the one that you saw with the lady with the tarantula, with the hand pushing down, which is a great one because that's a physical energy induction technique, which is great. But every time I'll work with a client, I will first do physical movements before I put them in the recliner. And I'm giving them that post-hypnotic suggestion that when they sit down in the recliner, that they're going to become very receptive to instantly going into hypnosis. And then I do the progressive relaxation or a physical induction again. Again, I'm a big believer in physical movement. If you notice, every suggestion I gave the client, I didn't let them be passive. I want them to be active. I believe in interactive hypnotherapy. The more you participate, the more you're empowered to let the change go. You'll be surprised. A lot of clients come in to see you, and while you're saying suggestions, they're thinking, I'm not going to let you tell me what to do. You know, I'll do it when I'm ready. I didn't stop smoking now. I stopped 2 days after your session. Well, I think it helped. No, I was ready to stop. Again, they're control freaks. So what you want to do is you want to empower them that you're like the orchestra leader, and you're helping guide them. And you're helping them physically be involved, so they're participating. It's very important. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
I have 2 questions also. Were the people that you demonstrated on more susceptible to going under because of the first exercise that we did? Because it already seemed like some of them were already going under.
Well, that's, yes.
I went up there because I didn't believe that he hypnotized her.
I hope that answers your question. And another thing, you would be surprised how many people studying hypnotism don't even believe it's real or don't believe they can be hypnotized. It shows you the confusion still with the science. But thank you for answering that question. You were skeptical, really?
Yeah, I was saying, oh, because she was like flopping.
Yeah, how can you
Next, I'll believe it. I've never seen her before. Is she in 301 or what?
Well, good. Yeah, which has one more question. I'll get right to you.
Okay, I just want to know, you said you're going to give a more in-depth workshop?
Well, I'm teaching on the 13th a full 3-hour training course here, but actually with hands-on practice. I'm a big believer in not preaching, but getting you physically involved, and I personally like to train. That's why I do a lot of work in England, actually, but I do advanced scientific hypnotherapy training courses to people who are already hypnotherapists and NLP practitioners. Yes?
With these inductions, you didn't ask them if they were physical or emotional. Does it matter, or you just go right?
Doesn't matter. Just between me and you, whatever methods work for you are fine. I look at the mind as a computer. We've got that small little conscious part of the computer that usually undermines everything, and then we've got that big, powerful mental computer that's got viruses in it. It's just like our computer that's shorting out. It's shorting out. So my goal isn't to check their personality or some people that you might think might be very emotional, an emotional sexual person, a person very withdrawn, might have social phobias, and that might be creating a false personality trait. So I believe in the depth of hypnosis, my own personal belief.
So with everyone, you go into direct suggestion. There's no inferential trying to be.
No, not really. And there are a few key suggestions, questions. If you've ever walked in your sleep during your life at all, not adult life, but during your life at all, that's a form of natural somnambulism. Persiger back in the 1700s diagnosed that during Mesmer's time. So that's an indication the person might be very receptive to going to hypnosis. And then the other suggestions might be if they're physically or emotionally suggestible, like the sour lemon dripping into a bowl, or if you imagine a sour lemon and your mouth starts to water, then you can gear those suggestions towards physical feelings. And if they're emotional, you gear the suggestions towards emotional changes instead of the physical changes. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever worked with anybody that has dementia or Alzheimer's?
No, I personally have not worked with Alzheimer's. Oh, one thing I want to mention. These physical induction techniques are great. Always be careful and concerned for your client's safety and well-being. You want to make sure that you're not doing a physical movement like that with someone pregnant, or someone who has a bad back problem, or someone who has, pain in their body. Then you can use the recliner. And just like I did the physical induction and had them rest back in the recliner, this way it keeps their body from stressing. Some people that might have weight issues, just to fall forward, the pressure in the stomach is going to wake them back up. Okay. Does that make sense to you? So you want to check the physical, make sure the person is physically well. If they're not, you can still do a physical induction, and you can do it right there in the recliner. Yes, ma'am.
And your subconscious put the conscious mind aside, so when do you get them to work together?
Well, when I'm getting them to work together before the session, I'm explaining, I'm motivating, I'm getting them to work together after the session. But during the session, I don't want the conscious mind getting in the way. It is a barrier, and it is a barrier that is a resistant barrier. So I do everything I can to either get that person to deep hypnosis, and then I also have scientific methods that I use to also validate what I'm doing. Yes?
When you say beta, I don't know what that
Oh, okay, well, the waking state of conscious awareness, our mind operates on a frequency we call hertz. So the conscious waking state, like we're in now, is what we call theta, which is around anywhere from about 20 to 30 hertz. It can vary. Different therapists have their own different beliefs. But the more you go into physical relaxation or into sleep, the more those frequencies change. The more you go into the hypnosis relaxation and sleep, the more the frequencies change. I was talking to a medical doctor last night, and he always thought that the brainwave frequency change is only related to natural sleep processes. They'd also relate to going into hypnosis, the states of hypnosis. When you're going into somnambulism or catalepsy, you're going into theta and delta. And I'm a big believer, and again, the deepest stage of hypnosis, your mind frequencies, if you were to hook yourself up to an electroencephalograph device, would be about 0.1 to about 4 hertz. You would see very little conscious activity on a brainwave scanning device. So I believe that the more you can talk to your client as a scientific technician, the more you're going to elevate their belief in what you're saying. Instead of trying to, hypnosis is relaxation. You just become relaxed. Your subconscious accepts the suggestions. That's not scientific enough. When you're dealing with analytical, intellectual people, you've got to convince them through scientific words, knowledge, and technology. And I'm a big believer in that, and that's going to advance us really into the new levels. Yes?
I wanted to say thank you because I share your passion.
Oh, thanks.
This is what I do.
Hey, after 20 years, you see, I still enjoy this.
Absolutely love what I do. But what I want to show you is, this might be a suggestion for everybody here too. I made this, and I'm telling you, I really get involved with my clients, and they can visually see something, and you can instantly build rapport. And it's through your mind, but I had surgery on my hands, so I can say it better writing.
That's
But
nice.
anyway, yeah, I mean, it really is an indicator that they're responding,
Exactly.
and it's great.
Yeah. Yeah, and so a graph like that, or a graph showing brainwave frequency changes, is also really stimulating to the client to elevate their belief in yourself. Again, your success is going to occur if your client really thinks you know what you're doing. And that's the whole key. And you can't just bluff them, but you've got to believe in what you're doing, because your bluffing and pretending is going to only get you so far. Your real belief in what you do is going to really just make you skyrocket. One more question. I know we're running out of time. Yes?
Okay, Lady came later. Kara, you did not even suggest to do anything, but my question is, what did you do energetically? She was already in there.
Well, I had her open her eyes to awaken because she was already going into hypnosis, and I wanted her to be more conscious and more aware of what was going on. I mean, I could have picked her very easily because she was already going into hypnosis, but I just wanted her to get back to being more awake because she was drifting down very
But you
deep.
even did not suggest anything while we were talking about this.
No, I just suggested to her eyes. I just said, open your eyes and wake up, and she actually knew exactly who I was talking to at that point. Yes, sir?
Do you ever use vibration?
No, I mean, it's a great technique, but I think sometimes you've got that gravity working against you, and then you got to lift it up and lift it and lift it. And I've heard people say sometimes it takes a half hour to get them to move that hand. So, but again, when, my own belief is when your hand's here, it's really resistant to keep it down. When you free it into the atmosphere and then you tie it into suggestion, you're able to monitor it easily. It doesn't mean that I don't use it, but I just use other techniques that I kind of enjoy and have fun with. What's your favorite technique?
I look into my eye.
That really, some people, I teach this revolving hands misdirection kind of technique. Do you remember that one? Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, so you'll find, you see what's so great is I got clients that come in, when they come in to see me, they're wondering, how am I going to hypnotize them today? So they're like excited to come back in. They're not fearful, they're excited. Wouldn't you want to come back in and do it again? Because now you're a believer. Sure.
We showed a chart how it breaks through the conscious to the subconscious in the stereo mind. Like that's the point of all the overload. And
Right.
your method, what I noticed up there is that it was like a subway train going straight into the subconscious. Like next thing I know, I felt like even now, I know that suggestion that you made is just,
I removed the roadblocks.
It's
And let's
like,
get in there. Let's get to where you really need to be.
Right.
And that's really important. I mean, even in 1 hour, this is really enlightening. Did you find this interesting? I'm doing a course on the 13th here. On the 13th, 3-day course.